Welcome back to the Redshirt Culture Podcast. Today is July 28th. It is 11:51 a.m. and we were able to enjoy a wonderful weekend of baseball. And then it all came crashing down on Monday morning with the Miami Marlins news. So we'll talk a bit about that. We'll do a little NBA win totals bubble edition. So we'll do a little draft there like we did for the MLB season. And Patrick Mahomes is apparently the owner of the Kansas City Royals. Welcome to episode 11. My name is Stefan, also known as True RGM, also known as True Regime, depending on how you like to say it. And I'm here with my good friend, Tanner. How are you today?
Good. Doing me dirty a bit on the introduction, but that's okay. Got some good stories to start off the top. How are your fingers doing? You've been grinding out. Are they warmed up after all that recording action you've been doing?
I'm in so much
eyeballs glazed over.
I'm in so much pain. So I woke up this morning. I had a 2-hour tennis match last night. It was devastating. I lost in the third set. And my fingers were mangled just from editing over the weekend. And I had to do a workout this morning. And breaking news, I saw a bear. I ran into a bear.
You didn't tell me that this morning.
Tough break for the bear. Yeah, well, I was waiting to break it to you on here. Ran into a bear.
How close? Where were you? Dollarton?
No, I was by my high school.
I don't know where that is. Explain to people whereabouts the bear was.
So I was going down, and there was a forest ahead of me, and I saw this little cub. And we had a little joust, and I got away unscathed.
Oh, man, you saw a little cub. Were you doing your workout on a hilly route?
No, I did it on the track.
Oh, you did 20 minutes on the track?
Yeah, on the infield, artificial turf.
Oh, my goodness. That's brutal. How many laps did you end up doing? 9?
It was like 5.3K, so like 13.
Oh, my goodness.
I just took it hard. 2 laps at a time.
That's hard on your body.
Yeah, so, but other than that, I'm doing great. You know, the Jays won last night, so hit three solo shots, I think, maybe 4. I forget. I'm gonna be honest, I'm out of it. My computer's been mangled. Was in a bad mood, but positive vibes. So you got some stories apparently. You're hyping up your stories. It's a big stories or something. What are we going? What?
Okay, glad to know you're in a good mood. So, I've been every summer in Chilliwack. There's a fishing run for red springs. Red spring is just a Chinook salmon, so a really big fish. So it's like anywhere between 15 and 30 pounds. Probably like, so you guys can't see, but it's like this big probably. And so I've been out there quite a few times, probably like 4 times, trying to catch one. The run's not super big, and I don't exactly know what I'm doing. So I've only ever fished the other river in Chilliwack. I've never fished this one. And I'm just like a total rookie compared to some of these other guys. So these other guys, they're like camping out in their car. They're out there at first light, like 4 a.m., rods in the water. They're good to go because you can't fish in the dark. You have to wait till it's light out. So these guys are fishing from like 4 a.m. to 9:30 at night. So they're out there with like their hip waders on. They got their fancy rods. They got all their gear. So I roll up there last night. I was wearing my bathing suit, and I had a muscle shirt on, and I was wearing my sunglasses. And I've got this rod that I use for all my fishing, the same rod for all my fishing. So they show up and I know that they know I'm like a terror to the river. Like there's going to be no fish left for them once I get started. But I show up and my rod's kind of folded down. So I unfold it, I like stick it back in. getting my hook out. It's all ready. It's got the big poof of pink wool on there. If anyone has recommendations for how to catch one, for the record, I still haven't caught one. So if any of you guys fish for red spring, let me know.
Use your
But
hands.
I I set it up. I was on the bank of the river on like this side. Pretend I was on like my side of the river. The water's in the middle. And then there was on the other side of the river, there was probably like 30 guys shoulder to shoulder, all fishing. And so I got to my side of the river because I walked a bit from like another location that they probably don't really know that well. But I was standing on these rocks right by the edge. So I pull my rod back, first cast, go to cast, launch it off in the tree. First cast, stuck in the tree. My whole setup, like my float, my pencil weight, my hook, everything, it's in the tree. And everyone on the other side just starts laughing. They're like, "Oh, you caught a tree. Good job. Better catch and release, idiot." And I'm just getting like roasted. And I'm there. I'm like trying to get it out of the tree. And the whole tree's shaking. And then I finally rip it out. And my hook breaks off, but I got the float back. And then I just packed my stuff up. And I walked on to another spot. And they were all laughing at me as I left.
You couldn't handle the heat.
I could not handle the heat. I was getting destroyed.
And how old were these people? Were they older? Older with all big bellies?
Oh yeah, they were all like, oh, there's like some guys like around our age, anywhere from like 18 to 50 probably. So big range. I was just getting roasted on all fronts. But
I mean, you can't do that where you're from.
Yeah, it was. I just like am traumatized thinking about it. I don't know if I'll be able to go back.
I hope not.
Yeah, that was my big story. Of course, I've been slaying the workouts and everything, but that's just another side point.
I'm getting back in shape. I'll be fine. But I guess last news story, I wasn't able to tell the people this last week, but I surpassed 100 days of my left-handed throwing. Haven't gotten signed yet. Maybe the Marlins will sign me because they need players. But yeah, 100 days was a lot of fun. Interacted with Trevor Bauer. Interacted with Dallas Braden. It was a good time. Good time.
Have you done a radar gun yet on it?
No, I don't have one. I'm just in a dilemma right now. I don't know. I really want to buy the radar gun, but my computer is terrible. So I need to figure that situation out first. I asked someone to suggest a place to buy like a good PC yesterday. Highlight Heaven. He's a big YouTuber. He has like 700,000 subscribers, so he knows what he's doing. So I asked him, and he told me to this one spot. So I sent him an email and said my price range, and hopefully they get back and build me something viable so I can run dual monitors and do like 3 games at once. Because like
you'll be in there, you'll be like recording with your hands, you'll be using your nose.
Yeah, we're at the point. I love doing these videos. It's a lot of fun. It's like a job that's not even really a job. But there's people in the comments that just beg you for certain teams that, I mean, I'm not going to do an Orioles game. I'm just not going to do it. I'm sorry, but like yesterday, I think I promised people that I was going to do 3 games. I didn't do a single one because my computer was so bad. So I felt bad. And then
that's the True Regime trademark.
Yeah, it honestly is. I definitely over what's the word? What's the word I'm thinking of? Over
promised and under-delivered.
Exactly. I over-promise every single day. Someone comments, "Oh, are you gonna do a Cleveland game?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll get one out this week." I mean, the week's not over yet, so that's good news.
I don't know if people realize that you're pushing out these highlight videos off like a Dell laptop from 2005.
It's not that bad. It's like that was in 2018 I did that. off a really bad computer. I don't know how I survived that. This one at least it's like a kind of a gaming laptop, I guess you could say. It's definitely run its course though. Like not meant for the heavy duty. And
Must have been like Shen Yang's class that really broke it down, all that work.
Yeah, I didn't do too much work in that class. And then actually, I'll shout out one more person. So I was talking, someone DM'd me on Twitter, just a fan from Spain. I was like, that's pretty cool watching baseball in Spain, and he was just telling me he's a Bulls fan as well. So sorry. He's also a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, so he got a hockey fan from Spain, which is kind of sweet. He was asking me about Marc Gasol, obviously, because he's a Spaniard. I asked him about Luka Doncic because he played in Spain. So good wholesome conversation after just waking up feeling like I was dead inside. Should we talk about NBA or MLB first? Like should we start off with the
start with MLB?
All right. So, I mean, opening weekend was a lot of fun, you know. Well, first day of the season we had Yankees Nats that got rained out, which was
what a start.
And then Dodgers Giants was a blowout. Well, it was a decent game up until the 7th inning. But there's a lot of good baseball over the weekend. You know, the Reds starting pitching had like a 1.47 ERA or something. Sonny Gray, Castillo, and Trevor Bauer just shoved. But they still only went 1-2 over the weekend. Got this bug flying all up in my grill right now. I hate bugs in the house in summer. It's so annoying. Can't stand it. Anyways, and yeah, there's no team that started 3-0 since the 1950s, which it's kind of
pretty crazy.
It's just like a microcosm for what a word I just used there. Microcosm.
You can't even use it again.
I don't even know if that's that fits this sentence, but it's kind of funny. Like we expand the playoffs like 3-game series in the first round, so super lot of parity potentially, and the first weekend just has a lot of parity with Dodgers and Giants splitting a 4-game series, the Orioles winning 2 games from the Red Sox, even though the Red Sox are terrible. Good draft pick by you. So we had all that, and you know it was a lot of fun just getting angry at decisions from managers. You know, I'm a Jays fan, so we put our 4 horses in game 1, got the win, and then we put Sam Gaviglio in a high leverage spot in game 2, and it was just sickening. Guy has a 86 mile per hour fastball and an 83 mile per hour changeup that do the exact same thing. So that's just great pitching right there. Disgusting. Then Ken Giles gets hurt, but we won yesterday.
Really?
He got hurt. I don't think we're going to be able to trade him, but I don't want to trade him. You brought that up. That's not me. I want him. We're competitive this year.
Can't believe he got hurt.
He had some elbow, like he was going for the save in game 3. We were gonna take the series from the Rays. We got the lead, and he like looked super uncomfortable out there. For some reason, they left him out there for an extra hitter, and it just went downhill. And then we eventually gave up a walk-off triple to Kevin Kiermaier, who can't hit a lick, but he somehow hit a triple. Yeah, so I don't know. Did you get a chance to watch any baseball? I know you're a huge baseball fan.
I did not. I will have to be honest. I did not watch a few highlight videos, but no full games.
Did you watch?
I'm sure I disappointed everyone out there, but I will do better.
Who'd you watch the highlights from?
Yankees.
Okay.
And the Astros game. I wanted to see a couple of them get hit with the pitches.
Okay.
Yeah. Where are we at for our win totals?
I didn't compile them.
Okay, first off, I would like to give a shout out to everyone out there who had my back, my fans. I'm going to name you one by one because you are my guys now. Number one, I am probably not really going to say your name right. E. Papalopoulos. Thanks for the backup. Appreciate it. PJ McDonald. You're my new favorite guy. Ask me what you want to see on here. Commenting winner after my team was announced in the last podcast. All of you out there who are the haters, guy named I'm Stuff with a SpongeBob face, dead to me. Henry Sports, sucking up to True Regime.
He's a huge supporter of the pod.
I know, he just liked you more than me. Jacob, thank you for also backing me up on the Twins pick. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I mean, so if you missed that episode, we did a win totals draft. Tanner with Dodgers first pick, they only went 2-2. That's an opportunity lost right there. I took the Yankees and the Astros, two great picks. They're in the win column, winning records at this point. But the most value pick, Baltimore Orioles, 2 wins so far, baby. 30th overall pick, two wins.
That makes me want to throw up.
That's pretty good value. Padres, too. They nearly went undefeated. 22nd pick by me.
Okay. Well, I took the Rays and the Twins. I took the Tigers as my last pick.
You took the Mets. You also took the Mets, who gave up 14 runs on Sunday Night Baseball.
Doesn't matter. A loss is a loss. Doesn't matter how many runs they give up. Tigers, solid pick. Royals,
yeah, true. They took 2 from the Reds. Good. Yeah, that's true.
Where's the Giants?
28th.
How are they doing?
They're 2-2.
See, those are good picks. All my bottom of the barrel picks, they pulled it up for me. I picked the Blue Jays. Garbage. Should have got more wins. They
have 2 wins, yeah.
I will admit my worst pick was the Red Sox.
Yep. Well, next week we'll do a full. I'll make like an Excel spreadsheet to see where we're at if we are still playing baseball, and that is a transition to talk about the Miami Marlins. So Monday morning, I'm just waking up, getting out of bed, a little dreary, eyes locked, closed from editing. Get to my phone, open up Twitter, and like everyone's going crazy. Like 14 people in the organization test positive, and I mean, not good. And just kind of begs the question of kind of the policies that are currently in place. Like it kind of seemed from what we know is that like the Marlins themselves made the decision to play. It puts the players in a tough position because that's a young team and they're trying to prove themselves and they don't want to like give away games and stuff. But was it safe? Probably not. Should they have played? Probably not. And now like more positive tests came out today, and now the Marlins are going to be off until Monday. Phillies are going to be off until Friday, and the Yankees games Yankees were playing the Phillies, and that's the game yesterday was postponed. The game today is postponed. So it's kind of a mess at this point.
Yeah. Kind of funny how NHL, NBA was like, okay, we're going to go full lockdown, bubble. It's the only way we have to do it. Meanwhile, the MLB was like, oh, we're just going to do everything as normal, fly around the country, move the whole operation. You can wear a mask if you want. You can get tested, kind of, I guess. We won't have an official really process in place, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, and you know what else? Someone tests positive, we'll just postpone it. We'll make the games up later. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know if a bubble would have worked for baseball, like, because I saw someone on Twitter today post, what if they did, like, LA, Chicago, and New York, because, each of those cities have 2 major league teams. But so 10 teams in each region, kind of like what we have now. But you'd still be playing 5 games a day between 2 fields. So
I know you could like barely fit those in.
Yeah, so you're gonna have day games like every single day, and players don't like day games, and it's not really great because even I was watching the Jays game yesterday, and they started an hour earlier than normal. They started at 6 Eastern instead of 7 Eastern, and Adam Eaton gave up a triple just because the ball got lost in the sun. So players definitely prefer to play at night, I would say. And then there's the what if we just did it at spring training facilities? But Arizona and Florida, it gets incredibly hot. You're going to be playing outside in 116 Fahrenheit.
It's also Florida. Yeah, you just can't go there.
Yeah, and both states are hotbeds. So I honestly don't know how a bubble would work, unless if they went up to Idaho and just made a bunch of fields and crops.
I kind of think that would have been their only option, actually, though, would have been to go somewhere and erect 10 fields.
Yeah, because
they don't need stands.
Yeah,
but it would change the feel of it. Players maybe wouldn't have wanted it, but there's got to be a facility in Texas that already has 4 full-sized fields.
Yeah, like my big complex or something. Yeah, so
Softball City in White Rock could have played there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to play out because the Marlins are off until Monday, and from what we know from the negotiations, it seemed like September 27th was a pretty hard cutoff for the season ending. So how are these games going to be made up? I don't have the answer. I don't think MLB has the answer either, because from what we know, they're not great at making these decisions. And it appears that the players aren't getting properly notified and things like that. Like Andrew McCutchen tweeted this morning that he checks Twitter to find out if he's playing today or not. It's kind of a mess, and it's unfortunate that we had this super fun start to the season and all of it is potentially going to be taken away somewhat soon. So I guess enjoy baseball while it lasts. That's all I have to say.
That was a great pick by you, hey, for your team, the Marlins.
Some things are bigger than drafts. Anything else baseball? Nate Pearson makes his debut tomorrow. That'll be fun. Big prospect for the Jays. And I'm surprised. MLB world is such a mess right now that I haven't seen this on Twitter at all today, but the Astros and Dodgers are playing tonight. That's a big 2017 World Series rematch. And are we going to see an Astros hitter get hit? I don't know. Maybe. Walker Buehler's on the mound. He's a fiery guy. He wasn't on the roster in 2017, but over under 0.5 Astros getting hit. What are you taking?
Over. I'll always slam the over.
Okay. All right. I think next week we'll have kind of a assuming their games are still happening. We'll do more of a little review of the week, and I'll make sure Tanner has a little review. And actually, here I'm gonna look up a random player and I'm gonna assign him to you. I'm gonna assign him to you so you follow his week, so you can tell his story next week. So I'm gonna just do a quick little research. Let's see, who should we do? Who should be the character watch this week? Who are you going to I know who we're going to do. So this guy, on opening day, this guy had to come in to face Matt Olson of the Athletics with the bases loaded, with the new extra innings rule in place. And on the very first pitch he threw of this 2020 season, he gave up a grand slam. So your assignment this week is to follow the trials and
I know who
tribulations
this is.
of Hobie Milner. I'm excited to see what you have for next week. Hobie Milner.
Oh boy. Speaking of trials and tribulations, I think it's time that we move on to the NBA bubble. I'd say Lou Williams is going through some tough times right now. Care to comment?
Yeah, so Lou Will's getting a lot of talk right now. Obviously, it would have been better if he didn't go outside to get some wings. But I mean, he would have had to be in quarantine regardless. So
Yeah.
I mean, he's just acting like every other person in America.
No. The issue is his quarantine could be extended now past the 10 days.
To like 14.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. Who cares?
Well, if it's like extended to 14, then he pretty much misses the whole regular season. I mean, for the Clippers, it's not a big deal, but
Well, he's back in the bubble now. So yeah, I guess it would be. I don't know. Lou will be fine.
there's got to be wings somewhere else that are at least close to being as good. Like,
the reason why he was out was because of a funeral, and then he because he
he went out to like attend his rapper's friend's show.
No, I think it was for a funeral in Atlanta, and then he just
really
met up with a friend.
Oh, okay.
Like that rapper guy.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, Kendrick Perkins went in on him, and Kendrick Perkins also said
Kendrick Perkins. He was taking some fire.
Perk said that the Raptors are coming out of the East today too, so potentially, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Go what?
No, he's kind of a savant. I trust everything he says.
I haven't watched a single NBA scrimmage, if I'm being completely frank. I mean, I've had to work every day.
Welcome to the real world.
Excuse me? Next bit of news. Tom Thibodeau back in the NBA. I'm gonna be honest. He ruined D Rose's career for keeping him in that playoff game that they were winning by like 10-ish or whatever. I like Tom Thibodeau though. He kind of fits New York. Like you always hear on Twitter, we want the old Knicks back. We want that defense. I mean, he provides defense. I think those Bulls teams from
when he doesn't provide defense, he just provides no scoring, so it looks like defense.
From 2010 to 2015, like they were huge in defense, the Bulls. I mean, it didn't translate to the T-Wolves, but that's because Andrew Wiggins single-handedly destroyed their defensive unit. I still like Wiggins though, just for the record.
Wiggins? Maple Jordan?
Maple Jordan, true. Maple Jordan. Yeah, baby. And I mean, he will have to adjust a bit. He is very narrow-minded, I would say. Like in Minnesota, he still refused to shoot the 3-ball. But
respect.
I mean, at one point before Butler got hurt in 2018, they were in third place in the Western Conference. Like, what? Here's a fun question. How many years do you think he's in New York? And how many playoff appearances do you think he's?
Okay. I've met Tom Thibodeau before.
Wow.
You didn't know that. So no. I have a personal interest in this, but I would say, okay, I say he stays there with with James Dolan. You know what? Here, I need to put these on. I'd say that he stays there 6 years.
Whoa.
And I think that in those 6 years, they're in the East, so it's a little bit easier. Say they get 2.5 playoff appearances.
Wow.
What do you think? No. 2. 2. They get 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, because you can't have half a playoff appearance. So,
what do you think?
I think he could have a pretty good run in New York. His Bulls, he was with the Bulls from 2010 through 2015, so that's 6 years, isn't it? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 6 years. I think he could have a similar trajectory. I feel like RJ Barrett kind of fits that mold. He's a bit of a grinder. I'm going to be honest, I don't love RJ Barrett's game. Like, he kind of just bullies himself to the hoop and just like it's always awkward.
Vision. Yeah, such bad tunnel vision.
And
I don't think he's very good.
I don't think he can. I think he could be like a third guy on a championship team in the future. That's such a Bill Simmons take. Yo, what? The second or third guy on the championship winning team? Is he a confetti player?
Who's he comparable to? Is he comparable to like is he comparable to a Lou Williams? Andrew Wiggins, who plays defense?
I mean, he's definitely not Lou Will. He's not that much of a scoring option.
Yeah.
And he's not like, whenever there are glimpses when Andrew Wiggins plays and you think, man, this guy's like a top 10 player in the world. And then if you watch a whole game, you barely notice him. I don't know, because if you think like, I feel like he could be a Manu Ginobili, like a dollar store Manu Ginobili.
No, he could never be as good as D Wade. You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
I guess that Manu Ginobili is kind of easy, like a basic pick because he's a lefty, but he's like
Sean Marion.
No, I don't love him. I'm gonna be honest. I hope he becomes a great NBA player. Pride of Toronto. I think he's from Toronto, somewhere in Ontario.
Isn't he Steve Nash's godson?
Yep, Steve Nash, the GOAT.
How does he know Steve Nash? How is he the godson?
Because Barrett's father used to play like Team Canada with Nash or something.
Oh.
So, yeah, hopefully. I think the Knicks could be in the playoffs next year. I don't know.
No. Oh, okay, that was such a bad take.
In 2 years.
Well, they need some more people.
Because I think the Hawks have a brighter future than them, obviously.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
But
who else in the East would be?
But the Knicks have veterans. The Knicks have like Bobby Portis, Frank Ntilikina, who's not a veteran.
Ntilikina.
I can see and Julius Randle. I can see Tom Thibodeau messing around and doing something with that lineup. I can see them being better than the Magic next year.
No. Okay, well, they actually weren't that bad. They were 12th in the East. They were better than the Pistons, the Hawks, and the Caps. Now, I think the Hawks will be better than them, but I don't know. I can't. They weren't even better than the Wizards.
Yeah, because Bradley Beal averaged 30.
I know, but that's what I mean. And the Wizards basically had one player who knew how to play basketball.
Don't disrespect Rui Hachimura.
So they're not
Davis
gonna be better.
Bertans is awesome.
They're not going to be better than the Nets. They're not going to be better than the Wizards. They're not going to be better than.
I believe in Tom Thibodeau.
Okay, I actually don't know how the Bulls were better than the Knicks. The Bulls, maybe they are better. I think the Cavs could be better.
I don't like their backcourt. I don't like Colin Sexton, even though he played pretty well down the stretch before everything got canceled.
The Knicks are terrible.
I believe in Tom Thibodeau until all their players get hurt in 5 years.
Isn't Trey Burke on their team?
No, he's on the Dallas Mavericks because I remember that from who he played for.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I think if you asked me all those questions again, I'd get them all right. And if I asked you all mine, you'd get none of them.
Ask me some who he played for questions. I'll get them right now.
I'm gonna do them. I will do the exact same ones. Actually, I don't remember all of them, but all right.
Oh, they have Kevin Knox on the Knicks. They have some okay guys.
Mitchell Robinson is a good player.
Yeah.
His workout videos are super annoying though because he tries to act like he has handles, but he gets nowhere. But
Taj Gibson.
That's the problem with workout videos these days. I hate NBA workout videos so much.
Same.
I liked when Lillard made fun of them with like the pool noodles and stuff. That was fun.
Okay, ask me a question.
I'm gonna ask you two players.
Okay.
That I already asked you, and get your hands off the keyboard right now.
They're not on the keyboard.
Yeah, you put them in the air. You're looking up the roster right now. That's what you're doing.
I'm not looking up any rosters.
Kendall Graveman.
That's not even a real player. Are you serious right now? Kendall, I didn't ask you who he played for.
I asked you who he played for.
Are you serious? Kendall Graveman.
He's a baseball player.
I know, this is stupid. Plays for the Mets.
Nope. Plays for the Mariners. Because remember when...
Yeah, of course I'm not going to know baseball. I would know every single basketball when you ask me, but I'm not going to know baseball.
I've asked you... I think I asked you this next one last week as well.
Okay.
Raimel Tapia. You have to know this. We've been over this 3 times.
He plays for...
This is terrible.
No, I know this.
No, you don't.
Plays for the A's.
Nope. The Rockies. That's terrible.
Who does Alfred Payton play for?
Not the Magic.
Let's see those hands.
They're in behind me. I don't know.
Plays for the Knicks, you idiot.
They're not playing right now, actually, idiot.
We were just talking about them.
Yeah, and you didn't say his name.
Who does Alex Len play for?
Frick that guy. Doesn't he play for Detroit?
No, he doesn't. Are you kidding me?
He doesn't play for Phoenix anymore, does he?
Plays for the Hawks. Oh, I'm wrong. He got traded. Sacramento.
That guy was supposed to be so good coming out of Maryland. He was like in contention for the number 1 pick, and then just hasn't been good.
He's
Not good.
He's from the Ukraine.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
moving on.
Should we also Ben Simmons is a power forward right now. Kind of makes sense. I feel like him and Giannis' skill set is similar. And I think it's good that they're kind of following the same path with Simmons now. Because they both can't shoot. I mean, Giannis shoots more than Simmons, obviously, but now that they can both play down low and stuff, so. But should we do this little NBA win pool draft?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let you have first pick again because I absolutely decimated you on the other one.
This is hard. There's 2 teams I want to pick. They're both from the West. Do you know who I'm hemming and hawing between?
Clippers and the Lakers.
No, neither of them. Okay, I'm gonna take. Oh shoot, this is hard.
I almost said the S word there.
Yeah, it's kind of close actually. I'm taking the Pelicans. Shocking.
That's terrible.
No,
Zion's not going to be playing the first little bit.
He just misses the first game, I think. The first two games are their hardest games anyway, so they're probably going to lose those.
All right. I'm not going to go with the Lakers either, I don't think, because I think they're going to be resting their guys.
Their schedule is also pretty hard. Clippers, Raptors, Jazz, Thunder, Rockets, Pacers, Nuggets, Kings.
I think I'm going to go Clippers and 76ers.
Who? Clippers, 76ers?
Yeah. 76ers, second easiest schedule.
Such an advantage to go first. I mean, to go second. Okay.
I mean, you could have said something.
I'm going to pick.
Such an advantage to go second.
I'm going to take. Okay, fine. I'll take the Bucks. And I'll take the Celtics. That's for you, Aiden.
I was thinking of taking the Celtics.
Their schedule's not that hard. They're like a little lower in the standings. The guys are young. I think they'll actually like play pretty hard. Jason Tatum's turned the corner.
Daniel Theis is ready to lead them to a championship.
Taco's been out there ready to slam it.
I
don't even know if Taco's in the bubble.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
I'll take the Mavs and the Lakers.
Oh, Mavericks, good pick.
Yeah,
Lakers,
I know it is.
I don't know. See, I try to be nice to you. I don't even know why I try to be nice to you. Okay, I'm going to take...
I can't handle it.
I'm going to take...
Doing this draft, I've realized how stupid it was for the NBA to take 22 teams.
Yeah, I know. It's dumb. Oh, you're going to hate me for these picks. You're just going to roast me. Maybe not the first one, but okay. OKC. Portland.
I don't mind that.
I think Portland's actually going to be really good.
I think Portland could win a playoff series.
Yeah, their schedule's not that hard, and Nurkic and Zach Collins are back. Lillard's really good, obviously. CJ, like I actually think they're going to do really well.
This team has the hardest schedule, but I'm going with the Raptors because I believe in them.
I almost took them.
And I'll take the Rockets. Just because Daryl Morey had a funny tweet in response to Denver's huge lineup. 12th pick.
Yeah.
I number them this time. Just for you.
Yeah, no, so did I.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to take... I don't like this team, but I feel like I have to pick them. Just give me a couple more seconds here. This guy likes his mom a lot, always talks about her, so maybe he's not a bad pick. Okay, Jazz.
Oh. You think their chemistry is back intact after what Rudy Gobert did?
Yeah, I think it'll Gobert is I think he's okay. And then I'm not ready to take those guys yet. I hate that team not taking them.
That was Miami, definitely.
No. Now you'll know who I mean. They're so boring to watch.
Yeah. Miami.
Okay, wait. Let me look who you picked here. Okay, the Magic.
Magic, 13th overall?
I've got one other guy on my board who one other team I want to take. So.
Oh, I know who that team is. Memphis is my next pick. Just because I didn't want you to have him. And I'll take Miami. Jimmy Butler's been putting in work over this quarantine, I bet. So he might be a top 50 player in the league now.
Disgusting. I hate you. Oh, no one's taken these guys yet? Nuggets.
Yeah, I didn't want them.
I know, but we're so low now. Makes
sense. Yeah, that's pretty disrespectful.
Yeah, they got taken as my 8th pick.
You took them after the Magic.
Yeah, that's actually really bad.
You took Portland before them.
I totally believe in Portland, but I haven't heard a lot from these guys. They could be well disciplined. They could be ready to go. The Spurs, hey, they could be ready to play. No. I'm not saying I picked them, but
isn't Aldridge isn't even playing, isn't he?
Oh, I didn't know that. Let me look that up.
I don't think Aldridge is playing.
What? Oh no, he elected to get surgery, didn't he?
Yeah. Smart man.
Okay. Kings.
I guess I'll take Indiana. Even though
like them.
I don't either, but I mean, at least Sabonis is there, I think. And I mean, D-Book is bound to have like one 40-point game. So I'll take Phoenix.
He's even left. Okay, I'll take. This is so bad. The guys who are left now. Oh, I hate all these teams. Okay, well, I'll take the Spurs. And do I take the Nets or do I take the Wizards? Okay, well, Bradley Beal's not even playing, right?
Yeah, but there's literally no one on Brooklyn either.
Yeah. I know. Honestly, Rui Hachimura is probably going to play better than whoever's left on Brooklyn. But I think their schedule's harder. I'll take the Wizards.
With my last pick, I'm not taking the Nets. I will not have a last team. I'm not taking them.
Do you think how many wins do you think they'll get?
I think the over under is 1.5, and I'm taking the under. And I'm not technically the Nets are on my team, but if they, however many wins they get are not added to my total, I do not want them.
There's only 10 players on their team going. Karis LeVert, Joe Harris, Jarrett Allen, Garrett Temple, and then it's just like
Chris Chioza.
Tyler Johnson, Chris Chioza on a two-way, Jeremiah Martin on a two-way, and then 3 other guys I've never heard of.
Who?
Timothy Luwaba Carburet, Rodions Kuric, Dezanan Musa.
I know Louis Carboro. I think he's from France.
I thought they had Jamal Crawford, actually. There's some news from one day ago. Says they'll have to wait till Friday. The 40-year-old who has not played in 15 months is not quite ready yet.
You probably won't be. So, all right.
He's a Seattle guy. We got to cheer for him. Okay, yeah. Let's wrap it up.
Okay. Bell up. Good segment, as usual. So, as I alluded to in the intro, Patrick Mahomes is a part owner of the Kansas City Royals at this point. Which, it's pretty cool that, you're a part owner in the same city that you play football. And I don't know, that's kind of cool. But A-Rod's in shambles. I mentioned it to you after the intro because kind of dropped it on you out of nowhere. But yeah, A-Rod probably texted him like 2 weeks ago asking if he wanted to join the Mets. So, I'm just buying the Royals. Not a big deal.
He probably did ask him, actually. There's probably a good chance he asked him.
Yeah. Now, maybe A-Rod can just go get Kyle O'Quinn.
Maybe Mason will fund the rest. Mason Plumlee.
In Matisse Thybulle's vlogs, Kyle O'Quinn's in there all the time. He acts like he's like 45, but he's only 30.
There's like 500 people in Vancouver with more money than Mason Plumlee.
How about really?
Yeah, definitely, dude. Mason Plumlee's career earnings are what, 25 million?
I don't know, but he went to Duke. That's worth something. He's part of the brotherhood. And what else was I gonna? Oh, MLS Report. So on Sunday night, my TV was acting up a little bit. TSN was a little fuzzy, so I turned on Toronto FC, and they were down 3-0. They scored in like the 85th minute, but they still lost 3-1. So that's part of the update. And then
Whitecaps are out. They were knocked out.
Yeah, but they tied like 0-0, but I guess on that aggregate or something.
No. So Sunday night they went to penalty kicks.
Oh, it was penalty kicks?
They just like totally sucked. Their goalie was like, their keeper was good. The young guy from Saskatchewan held them in it, but they just couldn't score to like save their life. And so the guy who they played, I think they played Sporting Kansas City.
Yeah, that's what it was, I think.
No joke. Sporting Kansas's goalie is called the penalty kicks whisperer. He has the best penalty kick record of anyone ever in the MLS. And so of course they lost.
Man, he's Cesar Milano of penalty kicks.
Yeah. He went the right way on every single kick. It was actually pretty impressive.
You think there's a buzzer or something? A little Astros cheating scandal for Sporting Kansas City? A little buzz to tell which way he's going?
It's like an electric shock shooting him in the direction of the ball.
Yeah. Makes you think. Do you have anything for the Bell Lap segment?
That was it. My addition with MLS. Also, watch to see if Alex Caruso is there for the start of the season. He's deciding whether or not to attend his sister's wedding in Texas. You know what they say, bros before weddings. So,
all right. We're trying to figure out how to do the shows with all these sports back, but we'll figure it out. We'll try and get into a bit of a schedule. So maybe next week we'll do Monday, do a little MLB recap from the week, little Hobie Milner character watch, and so NBA back later this week. NHL, there's a scrimmage today, I think. So maybe we'll do a little NHL talk next episode, even though we don't know much about it.
yeah,
But
NBA back in 2 days. I haven't played hockey for like 12 years of my life, and I don't watch it. So
yeah, I got out on hockey when I saw Richard Zednick's neck get sliced.
yeah,
that was the final straw. But
okay,
good,
nice way to end it.
Great way to end it. See you next week.